Okay, so hello and welcome to Mobile Mondays with me, Kirsty. Sorry for missing last week. Just work got in the way and I didn't quite get time to do the recording for this video, although I'd already played it. Okay, so this week I thought I'd have a go at a driving game. I had downloaded driving school test car racing. So essentially it's attempting to drive on your mobile screen. Because I've not played any racing games on my phone before, so I thought this would be quite a cool thing just to see if it would work on the mobile screen. I prefer personally, I think, using a controller. As you'll see, I was not very good at driving and I would not pass this driving school. Okay, so this is my first attempt and I've crashed in, within about 2 milliseconds of actually pulling away. Okay, so this is the second go. So you takes you straight to the next lesson. Also failed. I'm doing really well here. So, and again, look, I crashed again. I found because the trouble is you're pressing buttons on the screen, and so you're actually tapping the throttle on your far right, and then you've got the brake next to it, and then you've got the left and right arrows, your steering, and oh my god, is that fiddly. I'm not even joking, like you're just trying to, in this one you're having to stay slightly behind the car to try and you can't get too far in front of it, otherwise you get penalties. So I'm trying not to go too fast, and then trying not to go on the grass, and then trying not to crash, and then trying not to die. And then you can't take the next load of lessons without earning enough coins to get to the next lessons. And I can't earn the coins unless I actually finish these races, and I can't finish the races because I'm also awful at driving. Touch wood, I've never had an accident in my real car. In my real car, absolutely fine. In this driving school test, not so fine. So do not use this game if you're planning on taking your driving test anytime soon. Not recommended. Not very realistic. But it is a bit of a challenge, so I've got to try and stop in the things. Time I finished the lesson, which I was quite impressed with myself, and I got an achievement for that as well. As you can see, this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm not just being awful on purpose. Unfortunately, this is me just being generally awful. Okay, so let's try the next one. Can I be that good twice? I don't know. Oh, penalty for the cones, and more penalties for the cones, and no, I didn't. You get too. Apparently, if you try and cut through all the cones, that is too many penalties. And not worth it. And I gave up on life and drove into a wall. Highly not a recommended strategy with this game. But I found it really fiddly. There must be other games out there ways of doing this, and I know you can get those controller things, can't you? So that you can hook onto your phone. I don't know if that would work with this type of game and make that a bit easier, because the screen size, playing this on my Samsung 7 is good. I'm quite happy playing this type of game on the screen size that I've got. That doesn't make any difference. That makes, I couldn't do it smaller size. This size is kind of perfect for me. It's nice and mobile. It's really light to hold. It's really easy I can see everything I need to see. I'm not being able to see stuff. I just can't get all my fingers on the buttons in that space. But I got level 2 there, so I'm definitely slowly improving and crashing less, which is, awesome. So we're gonna crash again. Okay. I don't know if you guys have played any other racing games. If you have, that would be really cool if you can like post a comment below with any racing games that you've played. I don't even know what I just did there. I just literally just drove. Buttons forgotten. Anyway, if you guys have had any racing games that you really enjoyed and you found play really well, that'd be really cool to chat that below, because I actually do really like racing games. I've not really played many recently because I was looking at the Forza series on the Xbox, but to get the decent version of the game that I wanted was going to cost me like 70 quid. And that just made me sad, because that was quite a lot of money. So essentially, yeah, you can get some like Bluetooth gamepad controllers, so you can start trying to play these types of games potentially on your phone. I don't know if that would make a difference. I also don't know if they're limited. The ones I'm finding are from China, about 15 quid. I don't know how good necessarily they'll be, or how long they'll last, or if it'll make a major difference. Well, you can find them for tenner. You can actually find them for slightly less. You can find them for a tenner. Slightly better version at 23 quid. Don't know if that's more solid. But I don't know. I hope maybe that will make this game a little bit easier to play. I also don't know what's compatible with these games. So if any of you guys have played with any of those mobile controllers, that'd be really cool to see. And to hear from you guys, see if they actually do work. If not, that might be something for me to look at later on. When we've got a little bit more money, because we've got baby on the way in January. So we've got, once Bubs is here, we're obviously going to have a little bit less money. But obviously, if we can get a bit more money later, it might be something to do for you guys. If we can do a review, or if you want to guys, I've got a couple of different ones. We could maybe do a bit of a collab thing on that and see if we can work out actually what is the best kind of controller we can use. Because I know you guys really love playing mobile games, and it's just such a fun thing to do, because they're really cheap games, and they're a really cheap way of getting into gaming, I find, because they're just so easy and portable. This is a rewind function basically you can use, so you can't see it in here because it jumps out of the program and it stops recording. But essentially what happens is you get made to watch an advert for 30 seconds, and then you can do a free rewind by a couple of seconds and just try and so if you're having a really good run, it's worth it. Otherwise, it's 30 seconds of your life you will not get back, because it wasn't a particularly interesting advert and not particularly targeted, I don't think. Let's put it this way, I think it thought a bloke was playing this game. I am definitely not a bloke. Just to put that out there. Oh, I've just got penalty time for driving on the grass. What is this? Nope. Oh, damn it. Surely I can't be the worst at this game, but I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty damn bad at this game. And you can gain these extra coins, as you can see, by liking this game on Facebook and following them on Twitter, and that would then probably give you enough coins quite quickly to get to your second car, to get to the extra levels and all this kind of stuff. I'm not being funny, I don't like this game not that much. I'm going to support it on Twitter and Facebook, even for the free coins. Sometimes you just have so many things you like on Facebook that you just don't need it. I just don't need it, really. And I don't actually think another car is going to help me get any better at this driving game. I think I'm just a bit pants at it, and it's not my forte, personally. So, honestly guys, I don't think I'll be keeping this one. As much as they do say practice makes perfect, I have now been playing this game for nearly 10 minutes, and I still can't get the hang of the controllers. And the trouble with mobile games is you have to be, because you're playing it on your phone, you have to be really engaged with these games within about a couple of minutes of starting to play them, because otherwise you can very quickly turn it off, switch games, download a new one, and if it's not catching my interest and not keeping me engaged within 10 minutes of playing the game, I don't even know what I did there. then it's really not something that I can continue to, I can vouch for or say is awesome, because it's really not. I personally don't think it's that great. The graphics are alright, they're not particularly fantastic, they're a little bit blurry. Like your car looks really good, that's been, you know, animated pretty well, but the trouble is the surroundings aren't particularly great in terms of their graphics. As you can see, some stuff like generates as you drive around, like you can see it generating as you're driving, which isn't particularly fantastic. I'm not massively impressed. I mean, for a free game, you know, it's not too bad. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty alright, but I'd kind of rather, especially with the driving game, pay a little bit, maybe like £1 or a couple of quid, and get a game where I can control it properly, even if that means needing to play it with a controller, and it had better graphics, because it'd be easier to watch. I'm personally watching this back as I'm doing the voiceover and finding, going, oh my god, these graphics are awful. I didn't notice they were quite that bad while I was playing it. I think because you're so focused on trying to make sure your car doesn't run off the road, but it's not amazingly fantastic, and I'm getting quite frustrated with myself that I can't get the controllers much quicker than I am, because it shouldn't be this difficult. I personally don't think. Anyway, that's my take on the subject. I'm going to go hunt for some games for next week's Mobile Monday, because I'm going to try and get that done before next week and not leave it to the last minute again. Because that's not a good idea, I've learned. That's not because something happens and then suddenly you can't get it done. So we're going to go try and learn from our mistakes this time. Anyway, if you guys liked this game and you've played it before, as always, leave your comments below. It's really great to hear from you. If you completely disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. Please let me know. If you agree with me, that's also awesome. Please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video. That'd be awesome. We're still trying to grow the channel, so any likes and subscribers are very, very, very welcome. So if like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to check out Dan's Dishonored series, because he's currently playing the new Dishonored game. So he's on part 4 or 5, I think, now. So go have a look at those games, because it's looking really good, the new Dishonored. I'm quite impressed. I need to have a play. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you all for next week's Mobile Monday. Thank you and good night.